This quick video here. This is the D35 that I did the large sample on yesterday. That's the fret rattling around in there. I have this. Let's see what I put in there. Just the fret. I have this Superstition. If I put the 15th fret in here, because you take the 15th fret out when you do neck reset and you drill holes it. If I put the 15th fret in before I check the guitar out, it will almost always be wrong. And I end up having to pull the fret out, drill the hose again, and redo the neck reset. Therefore, I do not put the 15th fret in. If I can, I don't put the 15th fret in until I have checked the action out. Now on this guitar I put it in because I did Evo frets up on here and it was easier to file them when I had the neck off. So I had that 15th fret in there and I put the neck back on and I realized I didn't get enough angle because there's something tricky going on at this neck where it's one of those necks that lies. So I'm leaving the 15th fret out till I check the action. So here we are, the guitar's been in the clamps all night. We're gonna tune it up now. And I'm cheating a little bit because I've already got some of the strings and I decided we should record this just for fun. Here in the remote shop I've got this little Diodario tuner. These are pretty good except that they should go through batteries fast. Man, you can't. I am constantly putting batteries in these things and they don't have a low battery indicator so you never know when it's going to go. Actually a lot of times I use my phone. Let me go grab that instead. That's better. I use that strobe tuning app on the phone and I like this so much better because I always have my phone with me, except for this morning it was in there charging. Alright, so let's see what we got. I had Amazon Music playing over there and I had Led Zepp playing Whole Lot of Love. So I tuned up the bottom strings to them. It's always fun to do. I'm not sure that they're in standard tuning. They might be a half step low. What do you guys tell me? Good enough for horizontal. What I'm looking at, nice. I got the E's just right. This guitar has 2 1/4 inch spacing, so those E's have got to be absolutely perfect going down that neck. And I had to do a little bit of side to side adjusting on this. And now what I want to see, the nut's already good. I did the nut a long time ago and I already leveled the frets and took care of the frets the first time. And I want to see 90 thousandths of an inch on this because the saddle is 140. Which is just about perfect. That's 140 out of the bridge right here. And this is just, I'm going to be adjusting that saddle. So 90 thousandths of an inch. Perfect. 92. I mean, it's just a little over 90. Let's see what the treble side looks like. Here's a 76. We're going to run that across. Probably gonna have to make a new saddle. Probably gonna have to raise the middle and the treble side just a little bit. We'll see. I'm gonna let it sit for about a week. And this guitar changes more than I expect. And anytime you have a guitar that the action changes dramatically and the neck lies, some things to look for are at the neck block. Make sure that the wood underneath the fingerboard is still glued to the neck block. Sometimes it'll come loose when you stave it, and so I checked this one again and it was tight. Plus I have my popsicle brace replacement in here, which is a trapezoid brace. It runs from the neck block to the sound hole brace and it goes about like this angle here, so it pushes the forces over into the solid part of the top rather than into the empty sound hole part. And I checked everything in there, stuck feeler gauges, everything was tight. And I mentioned this one time I had a 46 D18 that I would put it in my neck reset jig and the action was perfect. And every time I strung it up, I did like 3 or 4 neck resets in a row on that thing. And it would always come up. And I discovered that the back, and that guitar had a lot of issues on it. I discovered that the back was loose back here. So in the jig, it was holding it together, but when I strung it up, the back would slip, and that caused problems. Now in this guitar, I do feel that the binding is loose right here. Not loose, I can feel the ridge of the sides. So I wonder if this back might be loose, but I checked it with feeler gauges, and I'm looking in there right now, and it looks tight. But I'm going to check that again here, just to be sure that that back's not loose and slipping forward. The popsicle brace replacement, that trapezoid brace, should prevent that, help prevent it, but it's not going to prevent the back from coming up a little bit, you see. I'm going to double check that. Anyway, action's really good right now, and I did check it when I had everything off, but after some time and attention, I'm going to check it. Now, this guitar also had the cracks going on underneath here, and if you look really, really close right here on the sound hole, you might be able to see just a little bit of a crack happening right there. This guitar had to have that popsicle brace removed and my brace put in there, because that was a possibility for failure, sure. Anyway, we got it strung up now. Let's see what it sounds like. I'm sure it's going to sound good because it sounded good before, and now we open up the sound hole, so I'm going to get a few different changes in it. Half a cycle flat. That one's good. I don't tune with harmonics, I'm just doing it this case so you can hear. See, that one's just a smidgen sharp, so my compensation is going to take care of that. Gosh, it plays nice. You get spoiled with the low action. Man. Man, it's balanced. Sounds good. If I get on it. The D and the G right now are less than 76 thousandths of an inch at the 12th fret, so it's pretty low action. That's going to go out probably at least 5 thousandths of an inch, maybe 10. But if you keep your right hand under control, man. You can go. That's what I want to hear out of a D35. Balanced, very, very loud. And the sound coming up to me is just screaming loud. It's a hard lick. Alright. I like it. Gonna let it sit now for about a week. I think all I got left to do to this one is touch up the finish on the inside of the sound hole where I exposed bare wood, and that's not even necessary. It's already yellowed a little bit. It's just the final touch. I got to do the final saddle. Again, like I said, I'm going to let it sit for a week, let it really settle in. I'm going to check that back again. I'm going to see if there's any movement at all going on back here. Any movement at all going on back here. Double check all that. But man, the neck looks great, really super tight. Getting that shim out of there. Let me get the fingerboard right down onto it. And that looks good. Good tight joint here. Looks nice. I'm glad I went back in and did it again because it just wasn't right the first time. The action was super high. Even after everything, the action was like 110, 120. Yeah, it was 120. So I've got it from 120 down to 90 to 92. Actually, 122 down to 92. I dropped it down to where it should be with the same saddle. The saddle's perfect, so I wanted to set it to that. And all right, so this one's almost done. Then the D41 is done. I guess I'd get the D41 out, but it's got a micarta saddle in it right now. So look at that. Well, let's just do a quick look at it, just in case. Okay, this is the owner's other guitar, and this is a D41. This one also had a big oversized bridge on it, and this is the one I was thinking of yesterday. This one had a massively tall bridge. The shape wasn't terrible, but it was just way too tall. I liked the footprint good enough, and so I just reshaped, and it was a good piece of ebony, so I just reshaped this bridge and did this to it, got the wings right, got everything, the height right. But when I did that, I discovered that the neck was overset. And so it had to have this super, super tall saddle, which was not good. So in this one, I did a reverse neck reset to bring that neck angle back down. That took almost all day. It took a long time to get everything just right. This also has 2 1/4 inch spacing on it. And here's our E's. They look good. It has a very low saddle on it right now, which is not bad. It's not that low. It's 120, I think it is. By the time I slot the bridge and everything, this saddle could work. So this one's been strung up for a day. Let's take a look and see what the action is on this. And I've got a little bit of touch-up work to do. The bridge was on crooked too. So let's see. I'm expecting about, I don't know, here's 76 thousandths of an inch. It's probably about 80 thousandths of an inch, which is good. Here's 84. So it's probably about 86, 88. So that saddle's going to get to come up just a little bit. This guitar is going to get scalloped, which normally I scallop before doing the neck reset, but I'm comfortable enough knowing that I've got enough saddle to work with, so even if it comes up a little bit, I'm going to be good. And so, I'm going to back up a little bit here. I'm in there a little too tight. I haven't played this one yet. I just set it in there to get humidified. Let's see what the intonation is like on this one. So. The saddle is leaning just a little bit because it's just a test saddle. So when I get it straightened up, I'm pretty sure that low E is going to be alright. One cycle. That's more typical of the Dreadnought there. I'm not getting the treble out of it. I'm not getting the mid-range and the clarity that I got out of that 35. But that's okay, because it's a different guitar, you know. There's a different sound. There's times when you might want that. Times when you might want the other one. So this is definitely players. You know, the neck's got a lot of dings and scratches and stuff back here. The binding's beat up. Got a couple of cracks happening here. It seemed to be pretty well sealed. And, you know, I like D41s. I like 41s or 42s. I do like a little bit of bling around the edges. I definitely like that bound fingerboard. Both of them have bound fingerboard, so that's nice. And neck reset looks great on this one, too. Reverse neck resets are tricky because you got to work with the top and then you have to refit the heel almost completely, but that one's nice. Pleased with this one too. This is not going to need much scalloping, if any. We might leave it alone. I think we can improve that just a little bit though. But it's good. Wouldn't bother me to not scallop this one. Wouldn't bother me at all to not scallop that one. And then I'd be leaving the top alone. Yeah. Let's see. Don't know if he's gonna get a different pickguard or not. When you got, I don't mind looking at the black when you have the black. You know, I don't mind. That pickguard fits pretty good. We'll talk about it. I don't know that a tortoise pickguard is really going to do anything to the looks of this guitar except possibly distract from it. So we'll talk to the owner about it. It's got bone pins in it right now that are slotted, and those are going to probably go. I'm not a big fan of bone pins. I've got some Galloway pins that I would rather fit in there that are non-slotted. Nice neck though, you know. Very comparable guitars as far as the neck goes. I'm going to think about not scalloping that one. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see, we'll give it a week. Let it sit, let it settle in. And have I done the popsicle base on this one? No, I have not done the popsicle on this one yet. So got a little more clarity to get out of this one. Oh yeah, this has that maple bridge plate that I did not replace. So it does have that maple bridge plate already. I think we'll do the popsicle brace, and I think we might just leave it alone after that. We'll see what the owner thinks. Alright, that's Guitar String Up Wednesday. I'm happy with both of these. This has got some cracks back here that yeah, I've got the humidity really going on it, and then some of those cracks are still open. So I'm gonna put some glue in that. That 35 had a crack too. I don't know if you saw it, but it was over here. It was over here, and it had a ding in it. And it opened up just a little bit because it's still pretty, it's 40% here in the shop, but I think that could bear a little bit of glue in it, and the 35 could bear a little bit of super glue, just to check it out. But all right, let's see.